Y'all see me. You know what this is. This is something that should have been done a long time ago. How many times y'all hear me saying that in like a reading? Because I be tired of the shits. Shit, y'all be tired of the shit. But we're gonna add in a little funkadelics, and we're gonna do 5 cards or 5 pile, and this is based on the rest of your 2024. And I'm doing based on the rest of your 2024 because of who I am. So it gives you the opportunity to come back and be like, yeah, what else did he say about 2024? But yes, we're back. We're back. As you can see here, I mean, look, I'm sorry for the hoodie being kind of nasty. You know, I was doing some work. I was helping my mama moving, all that other you did. But without further ado, we got these 5 piles for you right quick. Right quick. Hold on, wait. Let me angle that down just a little bit more. Got these 5 things for you right quick. And we got the runes. So this is how we gonna play this game. You know, it's a pick a card. You pick your favorite, whichever one that called to you. You pick a rune, or you pick a deck, or you pick a rune in the deck. You know, nobody's here to hold you back from your choices. I'm not the man to do that. So we gonna run down this list right quick of the runes. And the first one is strength, but the strength in reverse. That's this you dig right yonder. You see me. You see me. Yeah, there you go. You see me. That's strength. The next card is partnership. Yeah. Next thing I got to work on is my lighting. I got y'all. I got y'all. You know. After partnership, we have joy. Yeah. You know what? I should have read these in the Nordic language and catch you mugs off guard. And then out of that, we got opening, but this is in reverse. Now, when I say they were in reverse, don't be scared. Reversals are not negative all the time. It's all about perception. You hear me? You hear me? Uh, then last but not least, we got protection. Yes, sir. Oh, I didn't show you. I didn't show you this. You did right yonder. Yep. Yep. I bet. So this is what we fixing to do. I'm gonna elaborate amongst them the runes, and then you're gonna get into a little rune reading. Yeah, you hear me? And then after the rune reading, I'm gonna break down. Y'all just gonna see it. Come check it out, kid. I got y'all. Without ears to hear and eyes to see, you may fail to take advantage of the moment. The result could be well the result could be well be an opportunity missed or weakening of your position. It may seem that your own strength is being used against you. For some, Urez, reversed, will serve as an alert, offering clues and forms of minor failures and disappointments. For others, those more deeply unconscious or aware, it may provide a hard jolt. Revised, reversed, this rune calls for serious thought about the quality of your relationship to yourself. But take heart, consider the consistent cycling of death and rebirth, the endless going of and return. Everything we experience has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And in the following by the beginning, by a new beginning. Therefore, do not draw back from the passage into the darkness when the deep water becomes when in deep water become a diver. Ugh. All right. So this is your overall shtick, your dig, your spiel. So it basically said take a nice little pivot. You might be shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah. So we're gonna ask. We're gonna ask. We're gonna ask. But we're gonna get not them. I'm not supposed to be shuffling on here because it takes too long. It's time consuming. Um, Usually I pause this, zone in and focus. Oh, you look very prevalent. What's the rest of 2024 looking like for my people? Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna do two by twos. Here. Okay then. What's the rest of 2024 look like for my people? I want three of them things. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. That's one. Wait a second one at let me get a number two. No fries. Two. And lovely lady number three. Come on down if you think you're about to be round. Shazam. Okay. Ooh, my bad, big dog. First one is partnership. 95. Probably should have kept that, that rune out. Probably should have. 95. A gift, partnership. Drawing this rune is an indication that the partnership in some form is at hand in love relationships and business matters, in parenting, or even of every kind. You are put on notice not to collapse yourself into that union, for true partnership is achieved only by separate and whole beings who retain their separateness even as they unite. Remember to let the winds of the heavens dance between you. At the same time, there's another aspect of partnership that you need to being called to consider. For the path of partnership can lead to the realization of a still greater union, union with higher self, union with the divine. The ultimate gift of this rune is the realization that the divine is in all things. God always enters into equal partnership. Gebo, the rune of partnership, has no reverse, for it signifies the gift of freedom from which flows all over all other gifts. Then you got joy. That's not joy. It's gateway. Yart. 133. Gateway, a place of non action, the god Thor. With the gateway for this symbol, the rune indicates that there is work to be done inside and outside yourself. The Reyes represents the frontier between heaven and the mundane. Arriving in here recognizes that there's a readiness to contact the numerous of the divine to illuminate your experiences so that it means shining through its form. The Raz is the rune of non action, thus, the gateway is not to be approached and passed through without contemplation. Here you are being confronted with a clear reflection of what is being hidden in yourself, what must be exposed and examined before the right action can be undertaken. This rune strengthens your ability to wait. Now is not the time to make decisions. Deep transformational forces are at work in this next to last of the cycle runes. Visualize yourself standing before a gateway on the hilltop. Your entire life lies out behind you and below. Before you step through the gate, pause and review the past, the learning and the joys, the victories and the sorrows, everything it took to bring you here. Observe it all, bless it all, release it all. For it is in letting go of the past that you reclaim your power. Step through the gateway now. And then the last one, Shazam. It's not a Shazam, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's 139. Oh, okay. Right. Over here. Wholeness, life form, the sun's energy. Swoo. I'm sorry for butchering it for whoever knows runes. Soul stands for wholeness, that which our nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self realization and indicating the path that you must follow, not from ulterior motives, but from the core of your individuality. Seeking after wholeness is the spiritual warrior's quest, and yet what you are striving to become is accurately, and yet what you are striving to become in actuality, my bad, is what by nature you already are. Become conscious of your exist or your essence and bring it into form. Express it in a creative way. A rune of great power, making life force available to you. Swole marks a time period of regeneration down to the cellular level. Although the rune is not reversed, has no reverse position, there is a reason for caution. You may see fit withdraw or even retreat in the face of present situation, especially in events or people are demanding that you expand your energy now. Know that such retreat is such a retreat in strength. Voyage inward, centering for balance. Timely retreat is among the skills of the soul or spiritual warrior. Swole consoles, opening yourself up, letting in the light into the part of your life that has been secret, shut away. To accomplish this, you must call forward a profound recognition for admiring yourself, something that has long been denied. There is a prayer known as the Goyatria, that embodies the spirit of the rune of wholeness, addresses the sun in fashion. You are the source of all your power, whose rays illuminate the world, illuminate also my heart, so that it can too do your work. While reciting this prayer, visualize sun rays streaming from or forth into the world, entering your heart, then streaming out of your heart center back into the world. And this is a powerful life enhancing prayer. There is caution here not to give yourself airs. Even in time of bountiful energy, you are required to face and vanquish your refusal, to let your action flow through you. Nourish this capacity, for it is mark of your true humility. Practice the art by doing it. Aim yourself truly to then maintain your aim without manipulative effect or effort. Meditate on Christ's words. I can of my own self do nothing. For by our own power we do nothing, even in loving. Even it is love that loves through us. This way of thinking is this way of thinking and being integrates new energies and permits us to flow into wholeness, which is the ultimate goal of the spiritual warrior. Ugh. God damn, that was a lot. Yes. All right. That was for the rune reading. I have to find that other rune. I don't know why I put it away. Oh, well, technically we need all of them. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever. All right. So the left hand side is what we were at. Where you're at right now. The middle is the left is the past. The middle is the present. And that is the future. So we go left to right, to left to right, to left to right. You get the two of swords, and the two of swords in this um, deck or this depiction. You get two men standing with um, a deity. I forgot the deity's name. He'll come back to me. Santa Muerta, death. Um, it is as if there's a time and space. Well, they're both standing. Both these gentlemen are standing, and both masculine energies are standing. And what you get is one is in a blue and one is in a red. The blue is looking forward, cold, unanimated. And the one to the right in the red is shows curiosity or intrigued, but the time of reflection. You are reflecting at the stone face, the stone cold. And if we look at it, to the card next to it, we have the card of balance. For it is balancing the heart and the feather. What needs to be weighed out, the mental or the heart, the feeling or the intellect? Logic versus emotion, You have to figure that out. You have to sit down, you have to figure out what is needing to be balanced. There's a lot of presentation showing that you need to be balanced. Take your step very cautious. So the year of 2024 is really about you not being out, but being more in. And this is the previous. This is what we've been through. Now, for this, we have the. She's the princess, like the little rod. This is all in Espanol as well. So I don't know. I just know the cards and the feeling and the reading. That's besides the point. That's besides the point. The point being is that she's holding a flame and some flowers. But what's weird is that the flowers that she's holding, and it's like she's split in the middle. I can show y'all. You're not blind. Question can Nah, I'm not going to get banned. I mean, it's not ban worthy, but okay. Well, as you can see, because the lights are lighting right now, um, she's got flower and flame. The flame is in the clouds, and the clouds look like they're electric, and the flower is in the sun, and you're in the middle. Yet on the left side, as you can see, it's a lot more clear. It's a clear, clean cut. You get roses, so therefore another sense of balance. There's another sense of balance that needs to be held. And it is not only your logic and emotion, but your feeling and your passion. You have to be much more aware of your feeling and a passion in this time period for yourself. It's as if as you go through these balancing moments, you are still in the scales, but you kind of feel good, but not great. You wish that you could feel better. It's not as if it's like out of your control and like there's no way that you won't be able to feel better. Yet I know, and what I see is that um it's like stalemate. Granted, this card is with fire and passion, but she's looking, and it looks as if you're going to put out the passion or not put it out, but combine your passion and your feelings properly. Moving forward, you're going to combine them properly. Yet, when you do that, or it could be the instance of you putting it out and you taking your emotions. You taking your emotions, you might put yourself in a predicament of taking your emotions and, squelching your passion. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't remove your passion because then that just kills you. Look, he looks sad. He looks defeated. There's a defeatist moment due to possibly extinguishing your fire and not necessarily balancing things out. Yeah, this reading wants you to balance your shit out. That's what it is. Mm, let me get more. Let me get 3 cards. Oh, is that 3? No, it wasn't 3. Mm. Oh, yes, you do. Hey, I got you. Yeah, you're too lost in the sauce. You're trying to appease. There's an appeasement that you're trying to do. You have your passion. You might put out your passion because of your emotions. You allowed your emotions to take you in a sprawl, and you realize you got to put it out. because you'll make too many wrong choices. You'll leave too much to the affinity of the forces outside of yourself. There's a lot of oh well, I guess she got some clothing on. Uh yeah, what I'm getting from spirit guidance is that you will go, because look, you get the dark cloud and you get the light cloud, but the dark cloud is, this is a clarifier for this one. You're being clarified because you are too what's the word, choosy. You got choosy and choosy and choosy. Wow, damn, the twos is coming heavy, son. I ain't Pete. The decisive uh direction that you're going, it has to be solidified. You have to solidify that for yourself. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Power One. The rest of this year, take your chill pill, pump the brakes a few times, and reanalyze all of your positions that you're in: physical, financial, spiritual, um, and I mean, physical is along the lines of health. But yeah, review those. Sit down, get you a notebook, write your pan your 5 year plan, and then like do a recap. Write as much as you can write down from what you remember, even if it's painful. It will be a big help for you. Trust. Mm. But yeah, that's it for you, Pile One. I appreciate y'all for sliding through. Take it easy, take it breezy, and don't go too crazy. You hear me? All right, love. I chew. Oh shit, we made it to pile two. Okay, all right. Yeah, what's word with y'all? How you living? How you feeling? So this the come here, you stupid. All right, so this one's gonna take, this reading's gonna take longer than I expected. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's okay. Get to spend time on my craft, right? So this is what we fixing to do. Let me get two cards. Two. Oh, that's one. Okay. All right. Well, tell me what you want. I just need one more. I said one, please. Yeah, wait. That's more than one. Go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 All right, Karen. Got a corn. Stand still. And this is pile two on partnerships. I most definitely did just look at the number. I forgot. What's that? 137. Pardon me. Stand still. Withdraw. Ice. The winter of the spiritual life is upon you. You may find yourself entangled in a situation to whose implications you are, or to whose implications you are, in fact, blind, or in effect, blind. You may feel powerless to do anything except submit, surrender, even sacrifice long cherished desires. Be patient, for this is a period of gestation and precedence, or precedes a rebirth. Positive accomplishments is unlikely now. There is a freeze on useful activity. All of your plans are on hold. You may be experiencing an uh, unaccustomed amount of energy being drained, and you wonder why. A chill wind is reaching you over, and the ice flows of old outmoded habits. Trying to hold on can result in shallowness of feeling. a sense of being out of touch with life. Seek to discover what are you holding on to in perpetuity, this condition and letting go. Shed, release, cleanse away the old. Doing so will bring on the thaw. Use Isa requires a sacrifice of the personal, the I. At such time, you cannot help, or you cannot hope or rely on a friend or support, and yet there is no reason for anxiety. Submit and be still. For what you are or experiencing right now is not necessarily the result of your actions or habits, but rather arise from the conditions about which you can do nothing. What has been what has been full most must wow, I'm slow. What has been full must empty, what increase must decrease. This is the way of heaven and earth, to surrender it to display courage and wisdom. And yet there is another face to stand still. Just as winter is a time to go within, son of a just like winter is a time to go within. Oh damn, I lost my spot. Drawing Isa can also announce a time of restoration and renewal at a deepest level. In your solitude, exercise caution and do not stubbornly persist in attempting to work your will. Remain mindful that the seed of the new is present in the shell of the old, the seed of unrealized potential, the seed of good. Trust your own process and watch for the signs of spring. I'm sorry for these sound effects. I'm sorry, not sorry. 105, constraint, necessity, pain. The necessity of learning to deal with severe constraint is the lesson of Nuthwitz. The rune represents the obstacles we create for ourselves as well as those we encounter in the world around us. Both can be equally difficult to handle. The role of Nuthwitz is identify our shadow, our dark, our or repressed side, places where growth has been stunted, resulting in weakness that are often projected onto others. Take this into the world. Don't take this world personally. The rune is saying, "Oh." Work with the shadow, examine what it is in your nature that attracts hardship or misfortune in your life. When you at last when at last you can look upon the ruin of constraint with a smile, and you will realize the troubles and recognize your denial and setbacks of life that you will recognize the troubles, denials and setbacks of your life, your teachers, guides, and allies. The need for restraint is unquestionable here. Drawing this rune indicates that there may be holdups and reasons to reconsider your plans carefully. Clearly, there is work that needs to be done on yourself. So take it, take it on with good humor. Show perseverance. This is a time to pay off old debts to restore, if not harmony, at least balance. So mend, restore, and redress. When fishermen cannot go into the sea, they repair their nets. Like the constraints of the time, serve you in the writing of your relationship to yourself. Be mindful. Um, excuse me. I'm sorry. Be mindful that rectification must come from your before progress. And as always, consider the use of adversity. And then the last one. Oh, it's gateway. The gateway reverse. That's crazy. And gateway has no reversal. Um, come hither, child. Oh no, it has a reversal. Excuse me. A quickening of your development is indicated here. Yet, even in times of accelerated growth, you will have reason to halt along the way, to reconsider the old, integrate the new, take advantage of these halts. If you're undergoing difficulties, remember that the nature of your passage depends on the quality of your attitude, the clarity of your intentions, and the steadfast of your will. Be certain that there are not suffering. Be certain that you are not suffering over your suffering. Journaling through its reversed demands contemplation on your part. Hasty decisions at this time may cause regret, for the probability is that you will act from weakness, deceiving yourself about your motives, and create new problems more severe than those you are attempting to resolve. Impulse must be tempered by thought for correct procedure. Do not attempt to go beyond where you haven't yet begun. Be still, collect yourself, and wait on the will of heaven. You hear me? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Be that guy. You want to be that guy too? Yeah. There we go. Decisions, decisions, decisions. The past, you get the Two of Swords reversed and strength. Two of Swords is usually indicated by there's a thought that is kind of, decisive, but you're just playing dumb. I can't say you're playing dumb. You're being oblivious. This lady got two swords in her hand and blindfolded. First off, that's a dumbass idea. Don't do that. Anybody. Don't sit crisscross applesauce in the chair with two swords blindfolded. No. Um, but it usually indicates a decision that wants to be made. Um, or it's a yeah, well, a decision that hasn't been made, but it could be easily be made. But it hasn't been made. And then we look at the strength card. So we're looking at a card that is a decision that you did make or didn't make, but it resides around your patience, your persistence, your the way that you're able to hold on to certain things. You know what I mean? Like it's something that you're working on. It's a decision that you're working on actually. And with this decision, this is something that you're brewing in the past. In the present, you are steadfast with that ideology and thought. There's nothing that can confront or uh, deflate your emotion. You're very, very strict and bold faced with said decision. Now, for the Five of Cups shows that he's mourning. So there's a decision that you make. There's a decision that you make. Oh, you're going to play yourself. Don't play yourself. So you get the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups, he's looking at the three cups on the ground and shit. Oh, I wasted those. And you wasted something and you're looking at it, but you still have stuff behind you that you're not acknowledging. You're not acknowledging stuff that is behind you, things that can take care of you. Your lack of acknowledgement will cause you to suffer over your suffering. So don't suffer over your suffering. And with that, with you being at dismay at what you've possibly lost, it may trigger you to drop what you've had to go pick up what you wish that you had. And you're not doing it in a very loud manner. You're doing it quietly. You're doing it quietly. What decision? Give me one card for this right quick. Oh, I found my one card. You was the first one. Excuse me, everybody else. Be gone, be gone, be gone. You work. Yeah, you got to be working. You got to be consistent with a specific ideology of thought. Make up your mind. make up your mind and be cautious with whatever you do. No, I just need a clarifier for these two. Huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gonna fuck some shit up? You better stop it. You stuck. And he makes an impulsive decision, and then everything just get blown up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't you do it. It's the cheddar biscuits, granddad. What about the cheddar biscuits is gonna make you fuck up your life? That's my question. It's a deceive. It's a deception. Don't tweak. Don't tweak. You might get cold hearted, and so therefore, hey, don't put yourself in the bind. Worrying over your worries. Don't do it. Yeah, you got a lot of mental pondering to do. You do got some burning away, so burn away what you don't, what doesn't serve you. Burn away the negativity. You hear me? Don't let it get to you. Decease it from your existence. You hear me? I ain't pile too. Make up your mind and don't hurt anybody while you move on. Do it with integrity. Yeah? Nah, y'all don't feel me. Do it with fucking integrity, please. Because karma will come back and slap you like a little. All right. Thank you very much, Pile 2. Get y'all shit together, bro. Pile 3. Yo. First, we start off with defense. As we are tested, we fund the power to avert blockages and defeat. At the same time, we develop in ourselves an aversion to conduct that creates stress in our lives. If there appears to be an obstacle in your path, consider that even a delay may prove beneficial. Do not be overly eager to press forward, for this is not the time or situation in which you can make things influential felt. Patience and counsel offers nothing hectic, no acting needy or lustful after a desired outcome. The rune speaks to difficulties that can arise at the beginning of a new life. Often it announces a time of waiting, for spring to fill up with water, for fruit to ripen on the bought. Perseverance and foresight are called here. The ability to foresee consequences before you act is a mark of the profound person. Avert anticipated difficulties through right action. The rune is saying, and yet even more than we are doers, we are deciders. Once decision is clear, the doing becomes effortless. From them, the universe supports empowers our actions. Receiving Lewis, or whatever it is, you are put on notice that through inconvenience and discomfort, growth is promoted. This can be may be well trying times. Certainly, it is a meaningful one. So set your house in order, tend to business, and be clear and wait on the will of heaven. Strength, manhood slash womanhood, the wild ox. Excuse me. The rune of termination and new beginnings. Drawing Urez indicates that the life you have been living has outgrown its form. The form that must die so that new energy can be released in a new form. This is a rune of passage and such part of the cycle of an initiation. Positive growth and change, however, involves a descent into darkness as a part of the cycle or perpetual renewal. As in nature, the progression consists of five aspects: death, decay, fertilization, gestation, rebirth. Events occur now may prompt you to go undergo a death within yourself. Since self change is never coerced, we are we are always free to resist. Remain mindful that the new life is always greater than the old. Prepare then for an opportunity disguised as loss. It could involve the loss of someone or something to which has an intense emotional bond and through which you are living a part of your life, a part that must be retrieved so that you can live out for yourself. In some ways, that the bond is over or is being severed, a relationship radically changed, a way of life of coming to an end. Seeking amongst the ashes and discover a new perspective and strength. The ancient symbol of Urez was the aroch, a wild ox. When the wild ox is domesticated in an immense difficult task, it could transport heavy loads. Learn to adapt yourself to demand such a creative time. Firm principles attached to this room. At the same time, humility is called for, since in order to rule, you must learn how to serve. Uraz puts you on notice that your soul and the universe supports the new growth. Get you in the bag. Opening fire. Torch. This rune of the opening renewal clarity of the dispelling the darkness that has been shrouded some part of your life. You are free now both to receive gifts and the know the joy of non-attachment, a non-attached give. Kano is the rune of the morning of activities for seriousness, clear intent, and concentration. All of these which are essentials at the beginning of a new endeavor. One of the 13 cycle runes, the protection of offered by Kano is this: the more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and outmoded or modded in your own conditioning. In relationships, there can be a mutual opening up which you may trigger and set in motion through your awareness that the light of understanding is once again available to you both. Recognize that while on one hand you may be limited and dependent on one another, you exist as a perfect center where the harmonious and beneficial forces of the universe merge and radiate. You are at the center, and simply put, if you have been operating in the dark, there is enough light to see that the patient on operating table is yourself. So, indolence. My man's is cooling, minding his business, booling. Yeah, you hear me? And it's not being aware of the very, very prevalent things that are right in front of you, or in this case, right next to him. And he probably a little lit. The booze got him on a snooze. You feel? But it's being very oblivious to the unities and the natures that are around you. And that said, nature is a relationship that you may have ignored or not possibly viewed in the best light, or you haven't done the perfect things that you wanted to do in said relationship. And that was in the past. And I mean, it was blatant, but like you'd work on it and then it just go like back in the blah, and then you come back and work on it and it'd be like blah, me. But yeah. And then when we get into the present, you just don't want to be fucked with at all. Like at all. You're very dead in your eyes right now. You're numb. And there's a proper revitalization on the flame and passion that's coming to you. I'm sorry. Hold on. I thought I heard my granny calling. Um, but yes, you stow up and you stoke the fire and you create the energy. And you're creating energy for yourself. But to create that energy, you have to go in. As you can see, even though he stoked up and created this fire, he has not let the fire go, even in different terrain. He's a lot more to himself. So there's a lot more to yourself. It's been an overall thing with a theme with this reading is to yourself. 2024, the rest of it is to yourself. Hold, maintain your passion, your fire, your burns, and all that. Not the burns, yeah. Maintain your strength, your guidance, and all that other fun stuff. Make sure that you maintain yourself, work on yourself, build yourself. While doing that, don't be so dead. Yeah? Don't be so dead. That's not fun. Not fun at all. But nonetheless, I'll leave y'all with that. Work on that. Oh wait, I can do some clarity. Hold on. Well, I mean, I would just need clarity on these two. What I just need oh, anyway. Ooh. When there's something that's going to be presented to you, do not, and I will stress, do not to be that person and just accept. Learn to accept. Learn to appreciate. Learn to grasp. Learn to hold. That is that's something that you will further on um, either regret or appreciate if you get out that mode. Once you get out that mode, not if, but once. And there's a duality to this male, female, even though the son is masculine and their children, the masculine is pointing out the revitalization, the feminine seems to be nurturing, holding on. Maybe the radiation is too bright, maybe not. Maybe it may be comforting, warming. You know what I mean? Especially warming in a cold time. So be okay to point out the light. Be open. Don't cut yourself off. That shit's gun smoke. Be loved, be light, be proper to yourself. Thank you very much. Paltry. Hi, everybody. Well, this was interrupted and unexpected. So I guess we're just going to have to go with the flow. You feel me? All right. I got one more. I'm hungry. Mm, okay. Well, so hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. All right. Roll five. If this cuts out on me because I have no memory, it is not my fault. Others reversed. And this is constraint, necessity, and pain. As a part of the cycle of initiation, Nethowitz is a great teacher disguised as the bringer of pain and limitation. It has been said that only at moment of great darkness do we become aware of the light within and recognize that the true creation, creative power of the self. When something within you is disowned, that which is disowned wreaks havoc. A cleansing is required here. In undertaking it, you will find or you will fund a will and strengthen character. Begin with what is most difficult and proceed to do what which is easy. Or conversely, begin with what is easy and proceed to which is most difficult. Either way, remember suffering. Remember that suffering, in its own original sense, merely meant undergoing. Thus, you are required to undergo the dark side of your passage and bring it into light, controlling your anger, restraining your impulses, and keeping your faith firm. All this is issue here. Modesty and good temper are essential at such challenging times. Mm. Defense, alternative powers. As we are tested, we fund the power to avert blockages and defeat. At the same time, we develop in ourselves an aversion to conduct that creates stress in our lives. If there appears to be an obstacle in your path, consider that even a delay may prove beneficial. Do not be overly eager to press forward, for this is not a time or a situation in which your influences can be felt. Patience is the console Iluaz offers. Nothing hectic, no needy or no acting needy or act lustful or lusting after desired outcome. This rune speaks on to the difficulties that may arise at the beginning of a new life. Often announces a time of waiting for spring to be filled up with water, for the fruit to ripen on the ball. Perseverance and the foresight are called here. The ability to foresee consequences before you act is the mark of profound person. Avert anticipated difficulties through right action. This runes is saying, and yet even more we are doers, we are deciders. Once we decide our decision is clear, the doing becomes effortless. For then the universe supports and empowers our actions. Receiving Luas, or whatever it was, I'm sorry. You may put on notice that through inconvenience and discomfort, growth is promoted. This may well be trying times, certainly in a meaningful one. So set your house in order, tend to the business, and be clear. Wait on the wills of heaven. Oh, my dad's gonna put up the food. Yikes. Breakthrough transformation and day. Here is the final rune belonging to the cycle of initiation, drawing dagas. Often signals a major shift or breakthrough in the process of self change, a complete transformation in attitude, a 180 degree turn. For some, the transformation is so radical that they are no longer able to live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. Because the timing is right, the outcome is assured, although not from the present vantage point predictable. In each life, there comes at least one moment which, if recognized and seized, transformation course of that life forever. Rely, therefore, on radical trust, even though the moment may call for you to leap empty handed into a void. With this rune, your warrior nature reveals itself. If the gods is followed by the blank rune, then magnitude transformation. Yeah, y'all don't got a blank rune. A major period of achievement and prosperity is often introduced by this rune. The darkness is behind you. Daylight has come. Nevertheless, you are reminded to not collapse yourself in the thoughts, for the future has behaved reckless in new situations. Considerable hard work can be involved in this time of transformation. Undertake it to do it with joyfully. And as we see, success is here. Success was in the present and it was being built, held on, harnessed, all that other fun stuff. There was a period of success in some format in the past, previous to now. And as of now, you are moving forward. You're able to move forward. There's not a lot of weight on your shoulder when moving forward. Now you may not be emotional, and you may be a little bit like unclear with your emotion, but you're free with it. You're a lot more free with your emotion. There's not a lot of things bogging you down. Yeah, there's not a lot of things bogging you down. One, two. No. So, in all actuality, this reading is simple. I mean, there's a halt, there's a period for you, but now is time to rectify and reconcile. Get on your sheet. Yeah, just basically get on your grind. Yeah, there's not really much for clarification. All right, thank you very much, pile 3. Yeah, this is pile three. I don't think this is pile three. This might be pile four. Thank you very much. What's up with your pile five? We got the self button reverse. If you feel blocked, Manas urges you to begin to be being or by being clear with yourself. Do not turn to others now, but look inside in silence for the enemies of your progress. No matter what area of life is in disarray, stop and consider. You will recognize the outer enemy, but as a reflection of what you have not until now been able or willing to recognize as coming within. Above all, do not give up yourself in airs. Breaking the momentum of past habits is the challenge here. In the life of the spirit, you are always at the beginning. Bro, I got this damn near in every single fucking reading. Defense, probably should know it off the top of my head right now. Oh boy. Um, yeah. Okay. Um, manhood reverse. Nope, that's not it. 109. I guess I gotta start posting them in the group chat. Defense, alternative powers. As we are tested, we fund the power to avert blockages and defeat. At the same time, we develop in ourselves an aversion to the conduct that creates stress in our lives. If there appears to be an outside obstacle or there appears to be an obstacle in your path, consider that even a delay may prove beneficial. Do not be overly eager to press forward, for this is not its time or situation in which you can make your influences felt. Patience is the console. Ijuez offers nothing hectic, no acting needy or lusting after a desired outcome. The rune speaks to the difficulties that can arise at the beginning of a new life. Often it announces at the time of waiting. For the spring will fill you up with water for the fruit to ripen on the bud. Perseverance and foresight are called here. The ability of foresight, the ability to foresee consequences before you act, is the mark of a profound person. Avert anticipated difficulties through the right actions. This rune is saying, at yet even more than we are doers, we are deciders. Once decision is clear, the doing becomes effortless, for then the universe supports the power of our actions. Receiving Iwet, you may put on notice that through inconvenience and discomfort, growth is promoted. This way, this may be a trying time. Certainly, it is a meaningful one. So set your house in order and tend to your business and be clear and wait on the will of heaven. 130, 120. The warrior, Tuit, the sky god. This rune, oh, this rune of the spiritual warrior, always the battle of the spiritual warrior, is the self. Funding, uh, funding a will through action, you are unattached and outcome remaining the mindful that all you can do really is stay out your own way and let the will of the heaven flow through you. These are amongst the hallmarks of the spiritual warrior. Embodying in this rune is the energy of the discrimination. The swordplay qualities enables you to cut away the old, the dead, the extraneous, and yet the universe or the warrior rune comes certain knowledge that the universe always has the first move. Patience is a virtue of this rune, and it recalls the word of Saint Augustine that the reward of the patient is patience. Here you are looking within to dwell down to the foundation of life itself. Only in doing so you can hope to meet the deepest needs of your nature and tap into the most profound resources. The molding of the character is an issue where you draw to it. Associated with this rune are the sun masculine energy. The active principle, the urge for conquest is powerful here, especially in self conquest, which is a life. long pursuit and calls for the awareness of single minded and willingness to undergo your passage with compassion and in total trust. When the rune comes in response to relationship issues, it indicates that the relationship is both timely and uh, providential. Providential? Yeah, yeah, well, you get what I'm trying to say, right? Mm. The bond is the real one. There is work for you to do together. If there's an issue concerning devotion to a cause, an idea, or a path of a conduct, the warrior rune consoles perseverance. Although at this time, the kind of perseverance called for is patience. A rune of courage is dedicated in ancient times to which was the glyph that the warriors painted on the shields before battle. Now the symbol strengthens our resolve to align with self, to self. You aren't letting your demons hold you. You're not letting your ego hold you. Maybe you're allowing your ego to hold you too much and you're being too free and not having restraints. So everything that comes past you got afflicted by it. And now, since they showed they were afflicted by it and they showed how they feel towards you or the situation or you may be clammed up and crammed up. Pause. You may be clammed up as in you aren't really receptive to a lot of things. The last card just said it. Or rune, I would say. The last rune said it. And it's going to be like holding yourself and waiting and perseverance. You have to wait. Waiting is the game. Waiting is the name of the game. The sun is going to rise and shine, but you have to hold your ground and don't allow that shit from the past to come to the present. Because now you're in this box where nobody can get to you mentally. And as you get ready to move forward and persist, the sun will shine and your decisions will start to wane off and won't feel as heavy because you are able to manage said situation with the level headed heart or head. You know, you get what I'm saying. All right, that was the wise read from the wise weirdo. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Go ahead and go to the link tree down below. You go ahead and get you some Men of Order supplements. Go ahead, holla at your boy. I'll throw you a 30% discount on that. They're not sponsoring me. Technically, I'm sponsoring these niggas. No, I'm just kidding. I can't sponsor them. Well, I'm sponsoring them because I'm supporting the show. That's besides the point. The point being is, thank you for the watch. I appreciate y'all. Uh, things coming soon. Rolling. We rolling. We rolling. All right, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make me some food. Questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, shoot a DM to me. I'll take care of you. Holla at your boy. Peace.